Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Jesse, you're watching JLS Comics, and this is the first in, it's been a while, but I'm doing a comic book review, and this is a book that came out just yesterday actually, which was October 19th, and that's going to be Kiss #1. This is by Dynamite Comics. It's written by Amy Chu, with art by Mr. Kuber Ball, okay? Right away, there's a ton of covers for this, and in fact, it goes all the way up to the letter W. In the back of the book, it has a gallery of all of the covers, and there are a lot. I happened to get the one that was called the Demon Emoji, and this is one that I knew. I looked at the previews and the solicits, and I saw this image, and I said, wow, I need to get that, and I got it. Alright, so right away I'm saying, okay, cool. We're doing pretty good here. It's a $3.99 cover price. This is for the direct edition. And the story itself, it is obviously Kiss, which is the band, the famous band. And it takes place in a post-apocalyptic world. In fact, it takes, there was what they call the Great War, and this takes place 468 years after the Great War. There's a big city. Basically, the surface of the planet was destroyed in, I guess, nuclear holocaust, and it blocked out the sun. So the remaining, people living on Earth, the survivors, actually built a giant city underground. So it's a subterranean civilization, and the name of the town is called Blackwell. Okay, they haven't been up to the surface. They're getting to that point where, in fact, it kind of opens up. Well, the way it opens up is with this splash page here. Okay, and those. And it says, and let me see if you can get this in the comments. I'm going to say it on the honor system. Pause this and tell me what it is here. A world without heroes is like a world without sun. You can't look up to anyone without heroes. A world without heroes is like a never-ending race. It's like a time without a place. In a world without dreams, things are no more than they seem. So you know what that is. It's actually music from A World Without Heroes, which was part of The Elders, a Kiss album, by the way. So anyways, it opens up with explaining about the world. You know, with a new book like this, there's always a certain element of world building. And it's cool, but they add in like interesting little features, like the Sphinx with sunglasses on, for example. But basically, you know, it's explaining how they went underground and they had to sort of salvage what they could from the remainders of human civilization. And then there's, you know, the world itself, and they're talking about we need to go up and explore the surface and try to figure out what's going on. It's been 468 years. There's people called the Protectors. They're saying that they could send them up, and I guess this guy who's kind of like the leader is saying no, they need to stay down here to protect Blackwell and the peace in Blackwell. There is a council, and I guess this is the head of the council here, this gentleman. So they really are doing their best to keep some good law and order in Blackwell. All right, and then we cut to this group of kids, high school kids. There's a couple twins, and they're friends. Right, they want to cut class, and basically they're just tired of being in the city. You know, it's sort of a typical thing. They want to find out. You know, you tell a kid you can't go over there, they want to find out what's over there. You tell these people you can't go up to the surface because we don't know what's up there, they want to go. There is a perimeter, there's a wall. It's called the Great Wall, in fact, which is right there. But one of the kids, he finds a map for Blackwell, and there's these little symbols around the map. So they want to go and explore now that they've cut class. So it's the four of them together, and they find one of the symbols, and they actually find a grate. So they go up into the grate to explore what they really want to do. They're kind of just talking about there's got to be more to life than just, you know, Blackwell, just this city. And they're talking about where does our food come from? Where does the air come from? You know, there's got to be ventilation systems, right? So, you know, that air, because it's underground, it's got to be processed somewhere. So they find a tunnel. And in the tunnel, you know, up on the walls, it's emblazoned with, you know, the words Kiss. Looks like graffiti. So they're exploring around, and they find actually, you know, there's a couple different worlds that they find. One of them is where the vegetation grows, you know, the vegetables, the food essentially, and they are considered biocontaminants. So naturally, it's all automated. There's a system that is like, we need, it's detected, we gotta get you out of here. Anyways, then they find some other worlds there, right? And it ends up where they find in this place here, it's like an old church, it's an old temple, it's an old, you know, mausoleum almost. And these symbols are up on the wall, these mysterious symbols that they've been seeing all over the world. And they actually find a computer, or what they think is a computer, and it says Morpheus on it. And they're like, Morpheus? Who's Morpheus? And so the one of their friends goes, that's the god of sleep, or the god of dreams. And they press a button, and lo and behold, we get, whoa, these folks pop out. So it's pretty cool. Ends up being, there's a little synopsis for the next issue. It says, in an underground city of Blackwell, there's 4 children from the future, and they discover the 4 elders of the past, which is appropriate. They're called the elders. It opens up, the book opens up, the story opens up, the title opens up with a quote from the Elders, which is, you know, obviously, like I said, one of the albums from Kiss. So that's pretty cool that Kiss is the Elders and they wrote the Elders. You see the connection there. So the next issue, they get to reveal more of the history and stuff. It was a fun read. It was good, mysterious adventure read. It was you know, typical sort of post-apocalyptic thing. It did kind of remind me a little bit of, like, you know, like the Goonies and stuff with an adventure. Granted, it was a different setting and stuff, but it did give me a bit of that feel. And I really did actually like the story quite a bit. And I'm definitely interested in where it's going to go. I'm definitely going to pick up issue number 1. You know, it flowed nicely, and I did like the artwork. It was a little bit of a quick story, I guess. But it left enough, it explained enough so I kind of knew what was going on, but it left enough of a mystery to where I want to find out what happens, you know. So it was pretty good. Overall, you know, I give it, you know, a good 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really did enjoy this. I do like the stuff out of Dynamite. One thing that I guess maybe I didn't like about it, and it's not about the story or the book itself, it was actually the amount of variance for this. To me, you know, when they do that, it just really feels like a cash grab, and it's a little off-putting. It's like, really, you need that many? You think it? I mean, I'm sure there's going to be Kiss fans who are going to want to go out and grab all these, but to me, that was one thing that I didn't like about it. So there's that. But like I said, 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was really good. Definitely check this out, at least this first issue. Like I said, $3.99 cover price. And let me know what you think down below if you've read it. I'd be curious to hear your opinion on it, if you liked it, what you thought maybe could have been improved or not. And we can definitely talk about that. But this has been the first of hopefully many JLS Comics reviews. This was Kiss number 1. I'm Jesse here, and I will see you guys soon. Later.